Okay then, Helldivers, we are back. We have got loads to go over today as the Helldivers 2 known issues list has been updated. Following yesterday's update, a lot of you guys are talking about a different piece of armor that you want changing. The latest major order was a failure, which was a big hit to Super Earth, and we've got a brand new one running in a double MO yet again. It appears that the US divers and Chinadivers are teaming up and coordinating, including Commissar Kai, so we're going to dive on into all of that info, as well as some stuff coming from the Reddit. So with that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on, it'd be greatly appreciated, and make sure you check out our incredible sponsor who are officially launching their European and Australian sites to purchase gamer subs. This is going to improve the shipping rates and time for consumers in the areas greatly. As well, they've also got a new thing coming on the 31st of May where you are going to obtain a free shaker with purchase of any EU or Australian GG tub. This is a no-brainer. Links in the description. Use code CloudPlays at checkout for a cheeky discount. As well, we're doing a giveaway here on the channel for a top bundle of super credits. We've given away loads this month, actually. It's been loads of people that we've helped alongside the Arrowhead Studio in purchases. So if you want to get involved with it, head down to the comment section and put a salute in comments. It'll enter you in. With that being said, let's dive into the video and see what it is that's happening right now. So starting off, we have got an update to the known issues listing. This one is absolutely huge because they've given us some really good things that we know need fixing, which means that next week is likely to receive another patch update. The two that were added to the list are that the stratagem input may get unexpectedly cancelled when typing it in quickly, which I am personally having an issue with. I've just purchased a PlayStation Portal to see how it plays with Helldivers. For the record, actually quite good if you've got an internet connection that sustains it, but irrelevant. This has been a problem ongoing, as well as enemy grenades can no longer be thrown back. Now, I was really confused playing against the Illuminate as to why it was that I couldn't hit back those grenades, and they were just blowing me up out of me trying to spam the X button. Well, yeah, unfortunately, that is a problem ongoing, and it will be due to be fixed at some stage or another. But with them being quite small issues, I would state that the likelihood is next week we'll receive a patch update for that one. Next up, though, we have got the major order, and this has been a very, very controversial one, as it appears that bug and bot divers all over the freaking globe are causing problems for the Super Earth major order. We do have a split currently with two MOs, one of which is for the automatons, and the other one is to hold Super Earth, but we managed to fail the latest. It states right here that this ultimate test of our resolve continues. Millions have perished, countless votes, dreams, and tax revenue has been cruelly extinguished by the Illuminate Scourge. Though the Helldivers fought with unquestioning obedience, overwhelmingly enemy numbers prevented our heroes from completing the required number of operations. With this brief window of opportunity now forcibly closed, the chance to strike a mighty blow against our invaders has evaded us. The Illuminate fleet strength is now estimated at 24% of its original operating power. 4 megacities still remain standing, yet the spirit of our soldiers remain unbreakable. Even amidst such devastating sacrifice, Force sentiment surveys confirm that unit morale remains at 100%. The end of this conflict approaches. Liberty guide us all. Now, unfortunately, as it stands right now, we still have 4 planets holding, but they are very quickly depleting, with Port Mercy and York Supreme both looking like they're going to deplete to nothing, and Equality on Sea still holding its mainframe, but overall looking like that's going to die as well. It's pretty disappointing to see, but we have got a new major order in the midst, which the briefing for it states the following. The battle for Super Earth enters its final phase. The survival of freedom hangs in the balance. For days on end, we have defied annihilation, we have resisted tyranny, we have demonstrated the unified might of managed democracy. The cost has been grievous. Multiple mega cities, all of which have stood up for thousands and thousands of years, have been reduced to rubble. Their ruins are solemn reminders of the real human cost of unprovoked, wanton butchery wielded by and abandoned by alien superpowers. But these sacrifices have not been for nothing. Tireless Helldiver and Thief resistance has reduced Illuminate fleet strength to 24%. Once depleted, the enemy will no longer have the means to sustain their assault. High Command anticipates an all-out assault to take the final 4 megacities. The Illuminate have spent a century preparing for this invasion. They will hold back nothing. What has come before was the preamble. This is the end game. Duty, loyalty, obedience. The watchwords of the Super Earth Armed Forces. Now, words must become actions. The Helldivers have their orders. Hold Super Earth. But this is seeming to be a bit of a tireless venture. As we take a look at the Galactic War map, we can see right here that York Supreme is one of those due to disappear. Port Mercy is also looking to be one that is going to be depleting very soon, with a 5% hold on this one, and even Equality on Sea is sat at a 21%. This overall is looking to be quite a mischievous movement and quite a dangerous one indeed, although the only one that remains is Prosperity City. This is looking quite good though, because we have 3 days just under at 2 days 5 hours remaining on the major order for the automaton, and the 3 days 2 hours remaining for Super Earth. This does look like we'll lose 3 out of the 4 planets, but it seems that the Prosperity City may well be the only one that we hold, giving us some stronghold inside of Super Earth, meaning that we could be fighting here for quite some time. But it appears that Helldivers across the globe are now fighting together in coordination. I had a message come across from Commissar Kai, making me aware of the movement right now happening between the US and Chinadivers. These are quite big ones. As you can see on this post right here, was translated from Chinese, but there is a massive coordination between the two countries. This is absolutely huge, so much so that Commissar Kai's Discord has been flooded with the Chinese divers who are working together with them to try and coordinate the main movements right now between the York Supremacy and Equality on Sea, meaning that there are always divers on hand. Now, unfortunately, this isn't a massive number. Although the numbers are making their way out, there is a post that's posted up on Reddit saying the most based Chinese Helldiver. Pray to God the Chinadivers throw everything at Equality on Sea. Says right here, copy that, I will convey your message. No need to pray, bro. We Chinese believe in no God, and we will overcome every enemy that dares to invade our home again after 1931. The squids thought that they could just walk into our home and kill innocent citizens like Japanese imperialists once did. Not this time, not today. Now, this post has actually received 16,000 upvotes, which means that the coordination is looking that there is going to be a lot more people involved. Overall, quite an interesting storyline and something that is absolutely huge. So a massive shout out to Commissar Kai for bringing this to my attention. If you do want to get involved with it, I'll leave his channel down in the description below. You can head over to his Discord and everything from there. Massive shout out to you, my dude. I really appreciate you. And moving into the Reddit, it appears that there are some really funny things happening right now. The first one right here is that the Seaf Girl is actually taking over Eagle 1. Yep, Helldivers are getting rattled by the Seaf Girl that everybody is creating, and we may well have a new mistress in town. Eagle 1, you'll always be my first love, but my lord, the blue looks good. Anywho, moving into this next one right here, this one was a really cool one, and I think that we need more Helldivers like this. It states Super Earth Mailman. Super Earth Mailman dropped in, and it states got a delivery, mech, FRV, Hellbomb, and supply pack. No need for signature. Good luck, boys. And then he left. This is absolutely awesome, and I think that these little narratives of humbleness genuinely work so well in this community. Yes, a Super Earth Mailman is dropping off cool stuff for other Helldivers to utilize and then leaving so that the space can be obtained by somebody else to join the fight. This for me is pretty damn cool. Let me know what you guys are thinking via the comment section below. And yesterday we had our patch update, which a video went up and you guys managed to blow that video up. So your top comments were actually really impressive, and the numbers on that were absolutely incredible. So thank you so much for your support on yesterday's video. It's definitely been an enjoyment for sure to see exactly how those things are doing. This one right here states, cool, let's complain about unflinching needing a buff too. So for those of you guys who didn't know, there was a buff to the brand new armor passive of the Masters of Ceremony armor sets. There were 3 sets entailed in this, and this brought along 2 new additional passives, bringing it to a triple threat when it came to an overall movement, meaning that the initial of the just protection on joints and limbs is no longer the case. We now have additional reload speed and damage to melee, which is absolutely incredible, and this leads into some new passives that we want seeing. Unflinching has been one on the list for quite a lot of people for quite some time, but I am intrigued to know what your guys are in the comment section below, so do let me know via the comments any more of the passives that you do want changing. this has been something that we've been talking about internally, and the developers have spoken to us about with regards to it. So it's been an interesting one, and hopefully we'll see a big overhaul to the armor passives and how it is that they actually operate in the future. I think there are quite a few armor sets that you guys would agree do need changing. This next one states right here, the clankers can wait, protect the heart of democracy. Now, unfortunately, I do agree with this, and Joel is a sneaky man. He seems to be making some moves to the automatons to try and stray away those bot divers so that you guys do not attack on Super Earth. Unfortunately, it does seem to be working enough that we are losing Super Earth megacities, but hopefully all is going to be well with the Prosperity City. It will be our final hold. So fingers crossed we manage to keep at least one. And finally, this one states right here, I would love a shooting range on the ship. It's the first thing I wanted once weapon customization got added because I needed to hop into a mission just to test out a grip or scope. Yes, a shooting range would be a game changer for us newbies who aren't yet familiar with every single gun and attachment. Now, I do agree with this to some level, and I think that actually it is something that would be pretty damn cool. Although, unfortunately, I agree with what I standed with yesterday, that the main supplies used by the development team would be a massive amount of work where it could be worked into something else. I know that the shooting range could be something that you guys would be able to appreciate, or especially the newbies who are not used to certain attachments, and I do agree with that standing. But even then, you can just jump into a low-level mission and be able to test it out over there. I don't think it really takes away from the overall factor of what it is that that could actually bring to the table. For me personally, it doesn't seem to be enough, but I know full well via the comments that you guys do agree with the fact that this needs to be put into play at some stage or another. So fingers crossed, you guys get what you want, because we always love it when the Helldivers community win. That being said, though, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much again for watching, guys, and I appreciate all of your faces. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on, and do make sure you check out our incredible sponsors, GamerSups. Now they're going internationally. There has been a lot more to come in the future. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.